Is China just crushing the US with all the headlines we are seeing over the last couple of weeks? China just unveiled an AI capable of doing a year full of work in one day. They set to supercharge their naval shipbuilding program with AI, accelerating production rates and potentially cementing its quantitative lead over the US. It was reported just days ago that a research team from the China Ship Design and Research Center used an AI algorithm operating on a small computer system to design a warship's electrical systems in one day. Normally, this task would take human designers 300 days using the most advanced computer tools. According to Lu Wei, a senior engineer with the Ship Design Center, the AI accomplished 400 tasks with 100% accuracy, noting that although the AI showed areas for improvement, it could accelerate China's shipbuilding program. And this is exactly why the US must be worried. China is gaining ground on military power by speeding up the realization of warships and hypersonic missiles, just the thing that the US is trying to prevent from happening. The AI algorithm works by consulting a database of Chinese ship designs from past decades, and then comes up with a design that is checked against the database. With this approach, it drastically reduces the computing resources and eliminates errors, also lowering the need for humans to work months on end, which are resources that can be spent elsewhere. We know by now that in order for the world order to shift, a big part of that is having the biggest fleet of military striking power capabilities at your disposal, and China is well underway. With artificial intelligence advancements gaining popularity, also comes responsibility. As AI killer robots are far from roaming the battlefields, AI is being used to enhance military strategies. We are only a step away from one of the countries deploying their AI technology in an autonomous robot, and gone are all the ethics. Although you might assume the AI is taking over the shipyard, it has been said that while the AI made mistakes in the design process, it does not work autonomously, but rather functions with human guidance. The AI project received military funding, as the design process was the main obstacle to speeding up warship production rather than shipyard capacity. As far as capacity goes, China seems to have outgrown the US. There are 13 shipyards capable of shipbuilding output in China, versus 7 in the US. Each of these 13 naval shipyards have more capacity than the 7 shipyards combined. As of 2022, China is leading with their Navy, with 340 ships in their arsenal, while the US has 280 ships. China has also been using AI to design weapons other than warships. The Asia Times reported that in March 2022, China had developed an AI algorithm that can independently design hypersonic weapons, which is another crucial part of the arms race. The Chinese researchers behind the project claimed that the AI could identify most of the shockwaves produced in hypersonic wind tunnel tests, making thousands of images per second, which is a task that would be too tedious and costly for human researchers to analyze and do on their own. China's AI tool for designing hypersonic weapons can assist researchers in developing new designs that can fly faster and are even more difficult to intercept than current models. Of course, as if this all wasn't spooky enough, the country is betting heavily on AI for countless use cases. Recently, they've trained an algorithm to gain a decisive advantage in the South China Sea. This particular water is plagued with heavy congestion, but the algorithm had developed an extensive logistics network in the area. Mostly, China seems to have AI play its biggest part in becoming the world's military power. And they do not seem to rely on striking force only. Intelligent warfare seems to be one of their driving pillars. They want to exploit the military edge offered by technologies as AI, cloud computing, big data analytics, and cyber offense and defense. This strategy boils down to their belief that the country that can outsmart their enemies without a fight will prevail. They refer to this as This concept emphasizes the seizure of the information domain to manage a conflict and put them in control by depriving the enemy of access to information. Most recently, it became apparent that a conflict in Taiwan will result in China using AI algorithms to manipulate public opinion and wage psychological warfare to erode the self-governing island's will to resist through propaganda and disinformation. That is taking digital warfare to the next level. Of course, that is not the only time we have seen this, but probably this is the first time you will hear any country openly admitting to it. If you like what we are doing here, consider subscribing and let us know your thoughts. Thank you all for watching.